Welcome back to Between the Lines. We're talking about building strong congregations, not just for church, but also the understanding of marketing and how marketing and Christianity can actually work hand in hand. Our guest today is Dr. Bruce Wrenn. He is the William E. Colson Professor of Marketing and concurrent Professor of Christian Ministry at Andrews University, Berrien Springs, Michigan. He has published extensively in the marketing field, including numerous scholarly articles and more than 10 books. Dr. Wrenn, before we went to break, we were talking about marketing, advertising, why a church would want to market. But I have a follow-up question to that, and that is, why is it important for us to wrestle with this? I mean, is it because there's so many different denominations, so many different churches, or because people need to know what our church individual congregation is all about? What's really at play here?
Well, wrestling is a good term to use because a lot of people have wrestled with this idea of should we in fact get involved with doing marketing, and it might be of surprise to some of your viewers and some of the critics that we actually agree that there are things that churches do that should not involve the use of marketing for. Rick Warren, for example, talks about in the Purpose-Driven Church that there are 5 purposes or missional components for churches, and he goes into a biblical basis for each of the 5. And they consist of worship, discipleship, evangelism, fellowship, and ministry. And if you break those down, basically the way we look at it is that discipleship, worship, and evangelism are marketing religious beliefs. Not marketing religious beliefs. It is not where marketing should be going. Marketing should be involved where it can further the mission of the church in ways that are consistent with the philosophies about why we are offering those ministries. So if we're trying to attract new members to a church who are already believers, we're not doing evangelism, but we're trying to provide them with a church home that they would be attracted to, and they would want to become involved. Once they're there, then there are ministries that we want them to be involved with so that they feel connected with the congregation. It's not just a place that they have as a church home. It is an integral part of their life. And so you can market to them effectively in terms of fellowship to get them to want to stay involved with the church.
So when a business wants to start a marketing endeavor, they create a marketing plan. Where does a church start when they want to better meet their community's needs?
Well, that's a good question, and I think it's a question that probably a lot of viewers would have as well, is where do we begin? How do we get started in this process? We saw a need for a book, Building Strong Congregations, that walked a novice through step by step the process by which you could develop a marketing plan that would allow you to accomplish the objectives that you have with regards to what it is about the church that you're marketing. So we assume no prior information and knowledge base that would allow you to.
So this is just basic,
plan.
just ground floor. You start at ground floor and you start working your way up in your knowledge factor.
That's right. And so we put at the end of each chapter worksheets so that you read the material, you learn about that aspect of marketing, and then the worksheets take you through whatever it is that you're facing that you need to develop a marketing plan around, and allow you to just kind of walk your way through the process so that at the end of it, you've got a good solid grounding in the field of marketing, and you've got a plan, a specific plan put together that could be implemented and be able to accomplish what you've
in your experiences, have you found churches to be void of plans? They don't really have solid plans on where they want to go and how they're going to get there?
That's largely true. They, when they're doing planning, it might be on a scale that is an immediate, what do we need to do for the very short term, and not really addressing the idea of where should we be going. What types of things should we be getting involved with regards to both internal and external activities. And so this really allows that type of an organization to answer those very difficult questions about what is it that we really feel is important and significant that would be consistent with our mission. Lots of churches have mission statements. And all we're doing is saying, given what you've decided that you're going to do, here is a way to develop a specific plan, a marketing plan, for those things that marketing can and should be involved with doing that will allow you to accomplish where you want to go.
So suppose working with volunteers, they say, well, we don't see the need. I mean, we just go out and just verbally convey this information. Why do we need to get more structured?
Well, I think churches that are strong churches have people who believe in what that church stands for and the vision that has been created. They're in support of it. They adopt it as their personal type of goal that they want to be involved with a church that is doing those types of things, reflects the values that they have. And so they want to feel that that's resulting in something significant. And so what we've tried to do is basically allow them to build a plan that can be implemented and can lead to success in accomplishing what they're already identified as the.
Yeah, so what you're really saying is you're saying that you, through this process, help churches to be more intentional in the objective of providing knowledge of their services or ministries to the general public.
That's right.
And we want to unpack more of that because we need to talk about how churches can identify if they qualify for something elaborate or they need to kind of be cautious. So stay with us. We're talking to Dr. Bruce Wrenn, the author of Building Strong Congregations. We'll be right back after this word.
For more information about any of the books presented today on Between the Lines, visit your local Adventist Book Center or go online at www.adventistbookcenter.com. If you are interested in receiving a copy of today's book and live in the United States and Canada, call 1-800-765-6955. That's 1-800-765-6955.